Salutations and good morrow everyone, and welcome back to another grounded update video where today we are hopping in and I'm going to be talking 5 things that you should do before going out and exploring the rest of the Hot and Hazy update. So say you guys started a new game, right? And say you guys wanted to go through and see what should you do first when it comes to the Hot and Hazy update, because you guys have enjoyed grounded for a very long time, but you guys are looking for something new, something to do, and the Hot and Hazy update just came out. You guys are wanting to, say, explore it, but you don't know where to start. Well, this video is here to help you guys do that. So before we go any further, hit that like button, don't forget to subscribe, and leave me a comment down below, but let's do this, let's talk about it. So what is the number one first thing you should do to get yourself ready for the Hot and Hazy update, or for the Hot and Hazy update content that they have added to the game? Because there's so much to explore, there's so much new stuff, and what is the first thing that you should do? And I'm going to tell you, the first thing you should do above all, before anything else, is right here inside of the build menu. And that is get yourself one of these anvils. These anvils are super important for the Hot and Hazy update. Everything new that comes into the Hot and Hazy update either is going to require an upgraded weapon to be able to take it down that much easier, or to be able to take it down at all. And it's going to help you be able to get through things better and faster. The weapon upgrading system in the game comes from that. The battling system to make it easier to fight things comes from that. Heck, some of the bugs like the antlions and the roly-polies are probably going to be almost too hard to kill in WoW mode without upgraded weapons. So I would suggest that is where you guys start. Start with a good old anvil. You're gonna need it anyway, so you might as well start over there. Okay, so once you have your anvil and you've upgraded a weapon, because I know you guys are gonna get excited and you're gonna go through and upgrade a weapon almost immediately, so that way you can see what it's like to have an upgraded weapon. Awesome. Now, once your weapon is upgraded, where do you start? Do you say, Sim, do you start over in the haze? Do you start in the trash heap? Do you start over here in the sandbox, however you get in there, or inside of the picnic table and underneath it? Sim, where would you start with the Hot and Hazy update stuff? Okay, so where I would start in the Hot and Hazy update is actually over in the trash heap. And you may be wondering, why the trash heap? Why not like the haze? Because we've already done some stuff in the haze and there's a lot of good materials over in the haze that you can get. I get it, right? Sounds really cool. But the thing with the haze is that the haze has been upgraded to include some rather unsavory monsters that are over there now. All the new infected larvae and ladybugs and gnats, those can be pretty tricky to deal with. And if you're wanting to take them down in any sort of quick fashion at all, you're going to need some upgraded gear. And what better upgraded gear to get than to say to start with your good old black ant sword. So that's why I suggest you guys start over in the trash heap, because that area is actually going to have plenty of black ants for you to do, plenty of new things to explore and to gather up. And on top of that, it's probably like the safest zone that's been added. And before you get all excited and say, well, Sim, hold on a second, the picnic table doesn't seem that dangerous, there's nothing new over there. Well, you're right. There are black ants that roam on the picnic table, which aren't that bad. None of them are soldier ants. They're just the worker ants, so it's not that bad. But what I will say though is that the bees have been set to be more aggressive, right? So if you think about it, would you rather be attacked by a ton of bees that are now more aggressive while trying to explore a new area without an upgraded set of armor and weapons? Or would you rather go and explore this awesome new trash heap area that they added, go through, take out a couple of the new ants, and then go out and get yourself a new sword and then start exploring the rest of the area? That is why I say the second thing you should do is come explore the trash heap. Now, third, this is going to be a little bit of a kick in the pants for some people of what they should do, because some people aren't going to like hearing this. But the next thing you should do is go focus milk molars. Forget the sandbox. Forget the black ant kill. Forget all that. Go get yourself some milk molars. Why? Because milk molars change the game. Milk molars make it so not only can you go out and get all of the upgrades that you're going to need in order to get further in the game, i.e. like being like me and making it so you have 5 active mutations, or making it so your food and water reduce slower, making it so you have more health or stamina. Both of these things are super necessity when it comes to the Hot and Hazy update. So going out, spending your time and getting some of the milk molars in some of the locations that you've already been to and that may already be explored. For instance, going out and getting the milk molars that are in the anthill, or getting the ones that are over in the pond or the hedge, or even just out in the grasslands for you to find before you start getting wild and carried away with all of the new zones. That is going to be the next thing that you should do, is focus on getting yourself some milk molars and get yourself some upgrades. Okay, so that has 1 through 3. So number 1, go out. You heard me right. Go out and get yourself an anvil. Second thing, go out and explore the trash heap. You got even milk molars over there too, so go get some from over there. Number 3, go through, get yourself some milk molars. Number 4, what's the next thing you should do? Now it's time to go, once you have some upgrades and your milk molars, now it's time to get over there and start exploring up the rest of the map. So go through and explore the good old picnic table, get all the SCA.Bs that are over there, get all of the ingredients and stuff that you can get from over there. Heck, even go explore the cool new maze that's up on the top. That's always a fun thing to do. Okay, so that's when you go through and start exploring the picnic table, get this shovel tipped over, and make your zip line that's going to get you over into the sandbox. Now, that is not another beginner tip to tell you to go into the sandbox and start exploring. Nowhere is going into the Black Anthill or fighting the assistant manager. That's not where you should start. The last thing you should do when you start going through there, after you get all of that done, is go through and start on the haze then. Why? Because of all the extra stuff that can be found in the haze, and the fact that you're going to need to start to use increased amount of quartzite. You're going to want upgraded gear and upgraded weapons before going through and fighting the assistant manager, before taking on the entire Black Anthill, before taking on ant lions, before you go anywhere near a roly-poly. All of those things come after you have done these first 5 tips. So go through, do all of these tips in the order that I gave you, and I promise that you won't be disappointed when it comes to exploring the Hot and Hazy update. Remember that this is very, very, very much just a start, an intro to what you need to do for the Hot and Hazy update. I've given you guys my 5 things that if I started over, what I would do in order to get myself back into the Hot and Hazy update and get myself ready, rocking and rolling, and get everything moving again. But guys, that is all the time I have left for this episode. Hope you guys liked it. If you did, hit that like button for me. Let me know if you guys want to see more. Also, please don't forget to leave me a comment down below of other cool things that you would suggest people start with in the beginning. Like maybe you should think that we should start with perks or something like that. Also, please don't forget to subscribe. And as always, I'll see all of you guys in the next one.